Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Daily Drop-In Morning Show, where we are live every single morning, Monday through Friday at 7 a.m. Eastern. Jeff and I were just chatting before we came live, and we're like, all right, are you ready? And we're like, nope, but here we go anyway. That's how we do the show. It's Monday morning. It's April 11th. We have two new speaker announcements for the Teach Better Conference. Our lineup is almost completely full for our big announcement of announcing the first initial 12 speakers, a part of the Teach Better Conference. So that's coming to you today. There's also a new theme this week. We're previewing the week so that you can get ready for an epic week of daily drop-in morning show. And yeah, Jeff is here. So I'm going to sip my coffee, sit back, and enjoy this commercial break. Good morning, everyone. It is Monday morning. Jeff Gargas is in the house. Jeff, I have so many things to talk to you about before we get to the speaker announcement. I'm not sure how we're going to fit it all in.
Awesome. Can I start with something that I just saw on Facebook literally just now I like to bring up our group on my phone just in case someone's name doesn't pop up. And as I was going to find it, my friend Carly, shout out to Carly, posted, you know that scene in Shrek where Donkey follows Shrek home and is just talking the entire time? Yeah, that's what it's like having kids. And it just hit me just right this morning. Just before I came down here, my son comes walking out looking like a zombie, and I'm like, "Hey, buddy, you awake?" And he goes, and just tells me everything about everything and anything, and I'm like, "I guess you're awake," and I was not awake enough for that. So, anyway, that's what I have this morning.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry for all of you
that turn to Shrek this morning, Ray.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm sorry for all of you that are waking up with donkeys in your house. I apologize to our Teach Better community.
That's now how we're gonna refer to kids.
Yeah.
How's your donkey doing?
That's good. Good morning, everyone. Yeah, it's a good way to wake up, Jeff. So from what I'm hearing, you've had already a very active Monday morning.
Yeah, actually, I got up good this morning. I got a nice workout in this morning. And I got him some Cheerios. I was sitting down having a cup of coffee, and no donkey's here, and he's good. The ladies aren't awake yet, but
okay, that's all right.
Jonathan is up a lot of times pretty early, looking for his Cheerios. This kid eats more Cheerios. Like, imagine eating so many Cheerios that you became a Cheerio. Okay, you know that level. He eats about 10 times that much. Never with milk, just bowls of Cheerios. And it's just constant. We have so many bags of Cheerios in our basement. Like, say we get the off-brand because we can't afford to get the real one because he eats so much. We have so many bags backed up for this little kid. It's unreal.
I am so sorry about your donkey problem. I am really sorry that you are experiencing this.
Probably like a donkey would eat Cheerios. You're right. Yes, that's...
I'm so sorry for you. Jeff, I'm nervous to ask about your weekend because although we have a lot we're going to get into, typically Monday morning when you are together, we take a second to catch up and talk about our weekends, but I don't know that you can take it right now. Can you handle it?
How was your weekend? Let's go there. Maybe yours was less donkey-ish than mine.
I had a fabulous weekend. Very relaxing. Good weather yesterday. I'm fingers crossed for good weather today. I have two questions that were sparked from my weekend festivities.
Okay.
Are you ready for both?
What are those things?
Okay.
What are your questions?
The first one had to do with a piece of mail that I received from our Teach Better community this weekend. Okay. So shout out to, hold on, maybe I won't tell you who it was because it was so stinking good. I'll save that part for a second. But somebody on Twitter direct messaged me and said, hey, can I have your address? Which is always so sweet.
Dangerous. Always dangerous.
It's always dangerous because, yeah, it's weird that people can know where you live. But full transparency, it's super nice that somebody wants to send you a piece of mail, right?
Yeah, until it's a dead squirrel or something, but whatever.
Okay. I was not nervous about this person. I've been connected with this person on Twitter for 4 years. They were very active in Mastery Chat when we used to do Mastery Chat on the team.
chat.
This is an educator that I get tagged in tweets all the time of like great things happening in the classroom.
So you're safe. You were safe.
Yeah, I was like, no dead squirrels, or at least it's like super unlikely, was kind of my mindset. So I get this letter in the mail weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks later. There's no information on it besides that it was sent to me with a stamp. No return address, nothing.
Oh, okay.
And I open it up, and all it has in there is this.
Okay.
It is a QR code.
Yeah.
Literally, super tiny.
So you scanned it, yes.
Then I scanned it, and
Okay.
it is the nicest message. It's a Flipgrid video, a personalized Flipgrid video.
Really?
And I'm like, you could have sent that to me via like any other, you could have sent me a link.
Up again.
And that's so cute.
Yeah, I'm gonna go check it out.
It's from Melissa Hayes. And she
dog.
What?
Sorry, her dog.
Yes. So it's from Melissa Hayes. She sent me this adorable video.
That is
and
awesome.
She sent it this, and she sent flower seeds. So like it was these two things together. And I'm like, this was such a nice note, but it wasn't really a letter. It was like
so it combines the best of both worlds. It gives you she was able to do the personal of the video, but send it to you the way you would send a handwritten note. So it has that. People say a handwritten. Well, I know they took the time to write it. Well, she did a video and took the time to address that. Stamps are ridiculously expensive, so that's love right there. And what kind of flowers? What kind of seeds?
They're cosmos, all different colors, orange, red, yellow seeds.
They come with lots of good articles about relationships and such too.
I mean, I'm just saying. I don't know. I just was like, this was the coolest thing, but it was almost like, how getting mail is so exciting these days, right? You get mail and you're like, oh my God, it's not a bill or an ad.
If it's not a bill, it's really exciting, yeah.
Then you open it and you're like, oh my gosh, this is an adventure. There's an activity inside. It's so fun. So I've never done this before. And I just want to give any educator out there that's looking for a little activity to do, either peer-to-peer or have your students do this. I think is so cool.
I'm glad Erin's with me. Thank you, Erin.
No, Erin is. Yeah, I got the joke.
I assume she's speaking to me when she said she got my joke, because
I assume so too. Yeah.
That's really cool, though. Nice job, Melissa. That's awesome. That's really sweet.
Yeah.
I won't watch the video. I'll let that be yours.
Shout out to Melissa Hayes doing incredible things, not only sharing her expertise on Twitter. If you guys need somebody to follow, go follow Melissa Hayes, but also I know she submitted to the Teach Better conference, so I'm just saying I need to go to the Teach Better.
Maybe there's a little ulterior motive here. She's trying to grease the wheels, is she?
You know what? I think it worked. So I'm going to go to the Teach Better conference committee and be like, yo, Melissa Hayes, keep your eyes out because I got bribed. I'm for it. I'm for it.
Okay. We should go. You want to pull up her video? We'll pull up her video right now. The conference submission video.
No.
One night now?
No, we're not doing that. But Melissa Hayes, shout out to you. Great, very cool. All right, Jeff, I have one more question about this weekend.
You said there was two. The first was, what was the question, though? Who is this, or how cool is this? Is that the question?
The question is, how cool is this? Scale of 1 to 10.
That's okay. Good. We answered that very.
Yeah.
Okay. What's your second question that was brought up this weekend?
I'm sorry. Varies not on the scale of 1 to 10.
10.
Okay. Thank you.
Ranked it 11. It's 11. Go ahead.
It's an 11 out of 10?
Yes.
Okay, I get it.
What's your second question that came from your weekend?
My second question is maybe exclusive to, I guess it's not exclusive to the ladies, but I need some insight here. I need to collect some data. If you're a gentleman, you can totally participate too. I want to know what women paint their own nails. That's what I want to know. That was my question this weekend.
Paint their own nails?
Yeah, when you get a manicure, who paints their own nails? If you put paint on your fingernails. What?
Amy does.
Okay, that's helpful that your wife does. I want to know. So her and I. So I want to know what
I don't know that Amy's ever not. I'm sure there's been times, but
right.
So rare. Yeah.
I'm just saying, for the women out there that have that skill, it's tricky. It takes time. It takes a lot of patience. I want to know.
Are you saying do you, or you go get them done?
I do. I paint my own nails, but I was thinking yesterday, I was like, this is a big time commitment that I'm not sure. I mean, it's a big time commitment either way.
It's not cheap to go. How much it costs to go get you like an average place, not like a fancy place, but it's not cheap even at a.
I mean, it's like
Like
30 bucks is expensive. Yeah.
Yeah, it's really expensive.
I know. So when I was
See,
painting
like
my
Amy,
nails,
I don't think Amy would go do that. I'd be fine with her doing it, but like she's so like even if she like liked going and having someone else do it with her job, they get roughed up so quickly. So she just figures she puts them on. Yeah, sometimes Jacqueline paints hers, but Adam's wife, okay. Who
I'm
said
just
I do?
wanting to know. So, yeah, if you're out there and you're painting your nails, I want to hear from you because I'm giving you a little nod. I did that this weekend too. So
Interesting.
there you go.
Okay. So you painted your nails this weekend? Are you telling us that you painted your wiggle nails?
I did. Don't they look great? Obviously, duh.
They look white.
Yeah, they're like a nude color.
They look lovely.
You know what? Whatever. Could you imagine me in color? I'm wearing green this morning. Let's not push it.
Yeah, you aren't wearing black this morning, so that's good.
No.
I'm wearing a red undershirt with some sort of black or grayish. So I'm doing the same thing I do every day, so I'm not one to talk about anything like that.
Yeah. Adam's asking about the Teach Better conference thingy. That is something that we're going to be talking about in a minute. Is it?
Adam's fired.
Is he? Yeah.
Adam posted in our Twitter community that he is going to try and behave and follow the rules, and I don't believe him.
At the conference?
Yeah. No. In our Twitter community, you have to, when you join our Twitter community, you have to accept the rules. And he posted saying that he's glad to be here and that he's going to try to behave and follow the rules. And I just want everyone to know that I don't trust him.
I think that's fair.
And it already this morning, shenanigans.
Yeah.
Just wanted to say shenanigans.
I love that Adam is full of shenanigans. Adam, we accept you here. Mm-hmm.
What? We saw Sonic 2 this weekend. That's what we did.
Ooh, the movie. Yeah? Tell me about it. Was it good?
It was good. Yeah, it was. Yeah. I told Amy afterwards, I'm like, there's one part that I was like frustrated because I'm like, they were in a situation and Sonic's acting like he's in such a tough situation he can't get out of it when he could just use his like power that he does all the time and get out of it. And I'm like, why are you not getting out of this? And I'm like, stop getting mad at the Sonic movie, Jeff. This is not what you... But I was a little upset in the theater. It was good. There was a preview for Top Gun at the beginning, and I didn't realize, but I verbally expressed my excitement, apparently loud enough for a lot of people around us to hear. And because I like got excited, like before it, like it's like, it's one where it takes a while before you figure out what it is, but I knew from the right off the bat. It's one that I haven't seen like out in the world yet. And we got the kids between us, so like I look over and Amy's already looking over me, just smiling, and I'm just like, I'm so excited. and I hear some chuckling around me, and I'm like, oh, I said that pretty loud, but I didn't care. I was really excited. I'm pumped for that. The kids, it was a good movie. The Sonic was good. They did another good job with it. It's fun, and they did a little at the very end. They did it again where they, after some of the credits, they give you like a sneak into what's coming in the third one. And I don't know if there's any Sonic fans out there, but Shadow Sonic is coming, and that's pretty cool.
Just to confirm, he's the blue hedgehog guy, right?
Sonic the Hedgehog is, yes.
Thank you. Okay. Yep,
I'm with you. I enjoyed Knuckles. Knuckles was really good in this movie. He was like the new character in this one. It was a good time. It was fun. It was a fun movie. And my kids got excited. I don't know if your kids, Ray, if the dogs watch YouTube or gamers, but my kids are big fans of Preston Plays. He's a massive YouTuber, and he makes a cameo he's on Tom, the lead character's volleyball team, and he's there for he's in the movie for not even a minute, and the kids were so excited to see him in the movie. So it was good. It was a good weekend. We got a lot of popcorn, and we snuck M&Ms and some water into the movie theater, and the kids are like, why is that going in mommy's purse? And we're like, because we're not supposed to bring this in. And Jacqueline goes, so we're breaking the rules? I'm like, oh crap.
Yep. Bad.
Why are we breaking rules? I'm like, because it's really expensive. I said, don't worry. We're still spending $35 on food here. They'll be fine. But my daughter made me question my morals a little bit.
Yeah. Good for her. Jacqueline is a rule follower, and I love her for it.
And I don't know. Anyway, so that was that. That's what we did. We went and saw Sonic. We've had it on our calendar for 8 weeks now of when it comes out, and It was fun.
I'm so glad you had a good weekend with the kids. That's awesome. That's so good.
I ate a lot. I ate too much popcorn though. There's a lot of popcorn.
There's never too much popcorn ever.
We got
Popcorn
the big ones, and we were trying to
popcorn
decide because I ordered
is
beforehand, and I'm like, should I get one or two? And Amy's like, we only need one. So we get there and wait in the line for our pre-order, and I lean over, I go, I got two. She's like, we're gonna have a whole bunch left over. And I'm like, well, we might. Well, we didn't have any left over.
popcorn is its own food group, so I have no. Do you need to eat more
So
popcorn in life?
you probably get the big tub just by yourself, huh?
I get 2 tubs by myself. Yeah, it's true. I love popcorn. It's true.
I don't understand why we still do this on Mondays.
Oh, because we're
Like
recapping.
this is like useless enough where we should probably just start daily dropping on Tuesdays at this point.
No, I like hearing about your weekend, even though I know we're streaming live on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, and LinkedIn. This is my therapy, catching
I
up
think
on your
sometimes
weekend.
we forget that we're streaming still.
No, I'm not forgetting. We're going to get to good news. And then, guys, we have a huge conference announcement. 2 new speakers that we are announcing. It's a big deal.
Did we do happy?
We're going to good news. Here we go. Good morning, everyone. We are back for Daily Drop. And although we've had shenanigans for the last 16 minutes, we have good news coming at you. We have holidays for today, and then we have our big conference announcement. So, Jeff, my only question for you, yes or no, is are you ready to celebrate a holiday?
Yes. I'm so excited for whatever holidays are going on.
There's a lot of holidays today. There's a lot of them. First and foremost, it is World Pet Day. So hug your dog, bond with your bunny, and cut your kitten some catnip.
Done.
Yeah. So today is a big day to celebrate our pets at home. I like that.
My kitty had catnip this morning.
Yeah, catnip is.
I haven't seen my dog. Well, my dog sleeps on my back basically, so I guess that was hugging him.
Yeah, that's good. Today is also Education and Sharing Day. So education goes beyond obtaining a degree to shape a certain career. It's actually to commit yourself to being a learner and share your insight with others. Who knew that Education and Sharing Day was even a holiday?
Isn't it like every day for educators?
According
that's not just educators. That's talking anybody who's been educated at all. So.
According to this, it's only April 11th. So all of you who have been learning all year long and committing yourself to being better, you're doing it wrong. It's only today.
Outside of that, you don't need to. Yeah.
Apparently. Yeah. In addition to that, it's also Barbershop Quartet Day, Cheese Fondue Day, and 8-track tape day. How does that sound?
Get behind all of those days.
Yeah. Last but not least, shout out to the official day of submarines. It is Submarine Day as well.
Like the vehicle or the sandwich?
Oh, very clearly the vehicle.
Okay, gotcha. Just making sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm. Make sure.
All right, friends, our good news article today.
Can we stop for half a second and note that Lori Ann's talking about something called popcorn casserole? Is this something that you do? I feel like this is something that you should know how to make and eat.
Wait, popcorn casserole in the comments? I don't know anything about popcorn casserole. What is popcorn casserole?
That's what I'm saying. Like good news of the day. Anyway, sorry. I just caught my attention. We're going to let Lori maybe post some pictures of popcorn casserole on there while you tell us about the good news.
No, Laura, I love it. We definitely want to know the recipe. And Jeff, don't forget, you have to read the comment out loud because if they're listening on Teach Better Talk podcast, they can't read.
Lori Ann says, popcorn casserole is my favorite! ! Never too much.
Thank
and
you,
then several others are like, hey, what's that?
Yeah.
Which is where we're at as well. I'm sorry, Ray. I didn't mean to interrupt. I just thought you should be aware of what's going on with popcorn casserole.
I cannot wait. Although I am concerned because I feel like the part about the popcorn that I love is that it's like crunchy and that it's buttery, and I'm nervous. Casserole sounds like you're adding some mush to it. That makes me nervous.
That's true.
What makes a casserole a casserole? Because I don't think I want the components of a casserole. I don't know. That it goes in the oven and that like can clear thingy. I don't cook, but you know what I'm saying? Like in that clear thing. Do you know what I'm talking about? Like the thing that's hot. What's it called?
I don't know. I'm not sure what you're asking.
Like the ceramic or glass thingy that you put in the oven.
I'm going to answer your question. What makes a casserole a casserole? The term casserole can refer to any dish prepared in a casserole dish, essentially a deep, wide baking dish and baked in the oven. It can have layers, as in the case of an Italian lasagna or deep dish pizza, or composed of some evenly distributed combination of veggies, a protein, and a starchy binder. I see the clear thing. One of the pictures does have clear. The other ones don't.
This is so much better than whatever you're talking about. Lori's
comment. I was on another tab, but I came back over.
Yeah, Lori's comment on screen as Jeff is reading the definition of casserole. Lori's comment is, I just eat popcorn for supper and I call it popcorn casserole.
That's like Ray does that. Like after 12 Hour Live, she has popcorn pie.
Yeah, I want to be clear. I eat popcorn casserole like 6 out of 7 days a week.
Lori, that is the best response to that.
You know, typically after the show, Jeff, we create like a catchy title for those people that haven't listened to the show yet. I think the title today is, Happy Monday Popcorn Casserole Night.
Can we look into how we submit for April 11th to officially be Popcorn Casserole Day?
I think it needs to.
I think we should do that. I don't know if Bree is watching. Typically, Bree's watching, taking notes. Bree, take a note. We need to make April 11th official holiday Popcorn Casserole.
Lori, if you could go to nationaltoday.com and submit a request, that would be great.
In the description, literally is when you eat popcorn for supper, for dinner.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
I love this. This made my entire morning.
All right. Okay. Good news. Other than that, that's good news.
Good news today. For those of you who are interested, this is over at Good News Network. I do want to mention this because I think it could be really interesting to bring to students, but obviously also good to foster good relationships in the workplace and everything else. It says the Hubble telescope spots the most distant star ever on record from light traveling 12 billion miles away. So the NASA Hubble Space Telescope has established an extraordinary new benchmark, detecting the light from a star that exists for the first time 12 billion miles away. They go through like how long it took to find this star, the experiments that they've had to go through to locate this star. There's actually a number of different journalists and researchers that comment on this extraordinary opportunity. I think it would be really interesting to bring this fun fact to your students and discuss the science behind this.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Honestly, there's so much. What I really value is there's a ton of graphs or pictures that came with this article. So something that you can absolutely bring as a visual for students. There's also a video of somebody commenting on this new discovery. So if any of you are interested in bringing this fun fact about stars to your students today, could be a good opportunity to foster those relationships.
Sounds good. That's pretty cool.
Jeff, we have a big announcement coming, and I think we've waited long enough. Are you ready to get into our Teach Better conference announcement?
Yeah, we're doing that now. That sounds awesome. Let's do it.
All right, let's do it. We have a big announcement coming to you for our Teach Better 2022 conference. So we'll be right back to give you 2 spoilers about our lineup.
So right now, I want to know if you're ready to teach better.
That's the whole mission of this weekend.
Just being here ready to learn and grow and come together like this is awesome.
What are those small changes that can make you better tomorrow than you were today?
All the amazing speakers we have here, wow.
So we have a ton of people here who are published authors, who are writing about education.
Let's get out there and teach better.
All right,
I was like waiting for the announcement to come after that, and it didn't. I'm sorry.
Nope. The announcement is coming here in just a second. But Jeff, I want to do something together really quick because we are at our last 3 speakers that are being announced.
Really?
We're only announcing 2 right now, but there's only 3 left in this lineup. Can you give us a little overview? What is the Teach Better Conference? tell me about what we're doing right now.
So Teach Better Conference is a 2-day conference. It's actually like 2.25 because we really start the night before. But it's a Friday, Saturday conference. We get things kicked off on Thursday night with just a networking get together that night, and then everything happens Friday and Saturday all day long. So we're talking sessions all day long, a lot of them with a lot of amazing speakers from all over the country. It's networking, it's learning, it's PD, it's and for me, I think it's building your PLN, your personal, professional network, that support team you need, that family, dare I say, that you need to help support you. It's gonna be lots of fun. There's a lot of stuff going on that we're planning for interacting with each other at the conference. The sessions are gonna be awesome. We have networking all 3 nights. So Thursday is now the conference day. We have networking, and we have networking Friday and Saturday night. October 14th, 15th, here just right down the road from me in Akron, Ohio. And we did it back in 2019. That was the first, and it was amazing. Crazy few days, kind of blew by, but just an incredible atmosphere and feel. And obviously COVID has stopped us the last 2 years from doing it, and we are just so pumped up for this year to make it happen. And now we're down to just 3 speakers left for the initial group. We have a whole bunch more because you can submit your proposal over at teachbetterconference.com right now up until April 30th. So you can join the group that we've announced so far. So
it's been really fun every other week, kind of like announcing 2 new speakers or 1 new speaker. We already announced one of our keynotes, which is Janine Letford. She's going to be an incredible Friday night keynote. We're so excited to have her kind of conclude that Friday experience altogether. And then we've also announced 11, well, not quite yet 11, but our goal is to announce 12 other speakers joining her, including a Saturday morning keynote, which we're really excited to announce. This morning, we have 2 speakers, and we only have 3 left. So after these 2 are announced, there's only 1 more in this 12-person lineup.
That's our keynote, right?
What?
That's our other keynote?
Our other keynote is not yet announced. Yeah.
So that's okay. Interesting. 186 days.
Woo!
Until the conference. Thanks, Nikki.
Yeah. So are you guys ready to announce these next 2 speakers and we can talk all about them? Ready?
We can't hear them, so it's kind of hard to know. But I think they said yes.
Okay, well, here we go. I'm going to click the button. Everybody hold your breath. Here we go. Big announcement. Dr. Neil Gupta and Kevin Butler joining the lineup.
The Kevin J. Butler.
Yes.
And Neil Gupta, Dr. Gupta. Oh, 2 of my favorite.
Honestly, 2 of my favorites. Kevin Butler was at Teach Better 2019, and when we walked into his session, which we hosted in the main room, he was standing up on the tables with an entire decked out space. Everybody
balloons everywhere.
Crazy. Yes.
He also, Kevin Butler is one that showed up on Thursday night with, like, we didn't ask him to. He just showed up and was blowing up balloons and getting things together and stuff. And I'll never forget because you came over and you're like, it's the Kevin Butler. Like, the Kevin Butler.
I cannot believe that he is committed to joining the conference again. And then Dr. Neil Gupta was not at 2019.
I know.
But if you ask him, he had major FOMO the whole time. I am so excited. I have never met Dr. Neil Gupta in person. I consider him a very close friend, and I cannot wait to meet him.
I always forget that you and Neil have never actually met, because you guys are like, you're the person who connected me to Neil first. I've only met him once actually in person, but he's in Ohio. He's not that far away, but oh yeah, he is. Yeah, he's powerful.
I don't know how to express my appreciation for Neil, because I feel like I have no words to be able to do it. I truly believe that Neil is one of the most generous, hardworking, and humble educators that I have in my circle. I have never met somebody more eager to brainstorm, problem solve, and then give back to others. And to be honest, Jeff, I know this is silly, but I feel like I try and help people frequently. I mean, you do too. We are constantly seeing what we can do for others. I can't help him because he's the most connected, well-educated person ever. And I am so appreciative for all the things he's been able to give me. I think he is the coolest man on the planet.
I agree with all that. Ditto. He is,
Dr. Neil Gupta joining the lineup. And Kevin Butler. Ooh, talk about that guy, man.
So Kevin has been, I've seen Kevin do a whole, I saw a good portion of his presentation at the conference, but then I've seen him do a bunch of virtual events. And you think after you see him like a few times, you're like, oh, okay, same old tricks, whatever. And not that there's anything wrong with that. Sometimes you just get used to it. Like, I've seen it before. It's good. He's still great. But every time I see him, I'm like, oh, that was a really cool idea. Like, I didn't see that coming. The dude is just super creative, but in a way that, how do I say this right? I'm trying to say this. Like, he's incredibly creative in the things he does in his classroom, but when he shares them with you, it's not intimidating. It's not it's not, oh my gosh, it's amazing, I could never do it because I'm not Kevin. It's, oh, okay, I see how I could do that, because he's just shared with me why it looks this way in his classroom and how it can look in my classroom, and the purpose behind it. He's
very into those like tactical strategies to actually make an impact, which I really appreciate. Like, what's the action step I can take from experiencing this presentation? And I just, in the comments, I agree. He breaks it down so simply that you're able to really take the idea, regardless of what area you teach, and go implement it in your classroom. With almost 29,000 followers on Instagram, he is helping a lot of educators all the time.
Yeah. Holly just added in. He makes it accessible to all. That's
yes.
So I'm super excited about both these guys coming.
So don't forget, guys, if you're on our email list, which, by the way, if you're not, just like direct message Jeff Rye, we'll make sure you're added. But if you're on our email list, we will have an email going out here in just a bit that will allow you to connect with both of them on Twitter and Instagram. They're incredible educators. Get connected with them now. Don't wait until the Teach Better conference to learn from them, learn alongside them. They are absolutely outstanding gentlemen that we're so thrilled to add to this lineup. And you'll also see that they're going to be live with the team over the next 2 weeks to be able to share their insights. So one of them will be live with the team this week on the 13th, and the other one will join us live on the 21st. So we're very excited to celebrate them.
Make sure you go over to teachbetterconference.com and get your ticket if you're not already coming. And submit a proposal and come share your ideas alongside them. So, like, you won't like necessarily be next to them, because that'd be weird, because they'll be talking, but like, you'll be at the conference with them.
Well, then you can grab a beer with them after.
Or bourbon with Neil. Neil's a bourbon guy.
Okay, wait. I totally forgot to mention this, but yes, like, Kevin Butler is Kelly Clarkson famous. He was on the Kelly Clarkson show just a few months ago. So yes, that is the Kevin Butler.
Correction. Kelly Clarkson is Kevin Butler famous.
That's true.
That was cool.
Yes.
That was like a year ago now. It's been a while since, but
it has been a while.
Yeah, that was cool.
It was during COVID, wasn't it?
It was 2 years ago?
I don't know. All I know is
I just hope Kelly's coming.
Yeah, Kevin has a very, very interesting experience as an educator. He has had some of the most extreme, fascinating stories. So he is definitely somebody to get connected to if you're not already connected.
Yep.
Yeah. So amazing. So excited for this lineup. So can we go through all the people in this lineup without spoiling our last speaker?
There's only one spot. I was going to note, like, on the thing, there's only one left. Like, this is crazy.
Okay, I'm gonna cheat. I'm gonna pull up the picture because I can't do it on StreamYard because I don't know how, and I'm just gonna read them off. Can I read them off really quick?
Sure.
Okay. Kevin Butler is a part of our lineup. Michael Jennings, which, by the way, shout out to Michael Jennings, who is an incredible PE teacher, just was inducted into the Hall of Fame this weekend. So shout out to Michael Jennings.
Into what Hall of Fame?
He was inducted into, I need to look up the organization, but they just inducted him into their Hall of Fame for his experience as a football coach. So incredible. Yeah, you got to go look that up. Janine Letford, who we announced as our first keynote. She'll be our Friday keynote. Holy moly, talk about an incredible woman to kick off our Friday. We have Dr. Neil Gupta, Tom Schimmer, Jed Derryberry, Alexa Shepard, Dr. Sharon Porter, Mandy Freilich, Trey Gamage, Allison Epsey, who I was live with yesterday afternoon, for those of you who want to connect with Allison. And then we have one more speaker, which is our Saturday morning lineup. There you go. Thanks for pulling that up.
I got you. It took me a minute, but I got you. That's so this is crazy because I remember the first time we announced, and there was no, I don't think there was anybody on the first one. It was all blank, right? All just silhouettes.
It was all blank.
Yep. So there's only one left. I wanted people to see it, make sure they saw it so they could, start forming their guesses. You got, 2 weeks until we announce the last?
Yeah, so we'll announce our last person in this picture here in just 2 weeks. But I will say, Jeff, of all the people, not a single person got everybody correct. But there has been a lot of people that got the one that's still left correct.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yes.
Have many people gotten Kevin or Neil's?
A few people had gotten Kevin and a few people had gotten Neil. Yes. So we didn't have anybody guess the whole image holistically, but we did have correct answers as we went. And I will say we intentionally did this because we love our Teach Better community. If you guys pay attention very well, we like to have little kind of like surprises for you that we know that if you're a part of the inside joke, you'll understand. But that headshot that's left is a pretty well-known headshot. There's a pretty good outline there if you know who we're talking about.
Who were the ones that like no one got? Was it Allison and Sharon?
Allison Epsey, everybody was confused with her. There was a very common guess with Allison. Okay. Sharon Porter, very rare that people guessed her headshot. That was a tricky headshot. And Michael Jennings was a hard one as well.
That's Neil saying my ears gave me away.
No, I think people are so connected to Neil because he is such a generous educator that the moment they saw that headshot, they were like, yep, we know that's Neil.
Neil, I've never noticed your ears before, and now that's all I can see. Now I'm going to look at your ears. I think your ears look great. I don't know what. I think it's that they recognize the headshot. There's certain ones that you do. It's getting exciting, Ray. Is it October yet?
So don't forget, friends, if you are interested in adding your face to this image, literally to join the lineup, you can submit your session proposal over at teachbetterconference.com through the end of the month. So you only have like 3 weeks left. And then hopefully our conference committee can sift through those quickly and we can quickly share the rest of our lineup.
Good luck, committee.
I know. I'm like very nervous about that. I'm just going to sit back and nod my head. That's just my plan.
If you learn anything today, send in Ray a personalized video via QR code, and flower seeds is a great way to get your chances a little higher. So.
That's not true because I don't even get a vote. So I'm just going to the committee and I'm like, hey, Melissa Hayes is a cool chick. Go check her out,
It's pretty what? Pretty much what it is.
I'm okay. Bribery will work on me. If I had the power to get somebody something, bribery works. That's all I'm saying.
If I had the power to get something.
Yeah, like I have no.
Please do not ever elect Ray into public office, because she can be bribed.
Because I can be bribed, but I also have no power because.
That's true. I make sure that you have no power. That's very important for me.
I get to go live every morning, and that's about it. That's about it. All right, friends, we should probably recap. Aren't we supposed to preview the week? Isn't that?
Oh yeah, we need to I don't know who's on this week. Actually, I do. I know I'm on one other day, but that's the only day I looked at. So yeah, who we got coming up?
Jeff, I really don't like Mondays because you're just like all over the place. I'm trying to run a show here. That's all I'm saying. I'm trying to run a show. and you are just a hot mess express. That's all I'm saying. Take your donkey somewhere else and go eat your popcorn. That's all I got for you. Mm-hmm. We'll be right back. Good morning, everyone. Jeff Gargas is now going to be awkwardly silent for the next few minutes. So we'll have to fix that in the comments. Feel free to give him some green hearts to keep being obnoxious. However, I will tell you that if you're just tuning in right now, we just announced 2 more speakers of our Teach Better conference. Dr. Neil Gupta, the Dr. Neil Gupta, such a fan of that guy. And then also the Kevin J. Butler. We love Kevin Butler here in the Teach Better community, so go check them out. In addition, we also were able to share some updates on our weekend and some good news and some holidays today. So make sure you go listen back on Teach Better Talk podcast when you get a second later this afternoon. Jeff, are you ready to get into this week's activities?
I'm just going to take my donkey and eat my popcorn somewhere else.
See,
yes. Who do you have? What do we have going on this week? Let's go.
They would understand that joke if they've been here the whole show. That's all I'm saying.
I'll have to go back and listen then.
Exactly. Okay. Daily Drop-In Show. We have Caitlin Smith joining us tomorrow, so that will be a new face to the Teach Better community. We're very excited. Yeah, that'll be wonderful. And then you are going live for Daily Drop-In on Wednesday with a very, very, very famous friend that we have, Debbie. Debbie's been a part of our community for a long time, Debbie Tenenbaum.
Yes, so, I know Debbie.
Debbie participates. She participates in our mastermind, our Edupreneur mastermind quite frequently. You guys get to interact. She's been very active in our Teach Better community.
She's an ambassador.
She's an ambassador. She's a blogger. She does all the things. She does all the things.
All the things, yes.
Thank you. Thank you for taking that live, by the way, on Wednesday. I'm feeling a little guilty about it, and I really appreciate it. But you and Debbie are going to have a really good time.
Why are you feeling guilty about it?
Well, because
but you do it, but you got me to do it. Now, whatever the thing was that you had the conflict is no longer there, but you didn't tell me.
No.
You're feeling guilty?
No. My conflict exists. I feel guilty because typically when I'm not on the show, it's because I have like a school that I'm driving to work with during the day. And I really appreciate you taking it because it's because I'll be up late the night before. And I was struggling with getting up.
What are you going on tomorrow night?
I'm going to a concert.
Oh, where are you going? Who are you going to see?
I'm going to see somebody that I don't know, and I'm nervous for all of you. Can you maybe tell me if I should be going to this concert?
Who are you going to see?
Do you know Jack White? The White Stripe?
Yeah, I know Jack White. Well, I don't know Jack. We've met once or twice, but like I don't know.
I don't know him, but I am going to his concert Tuesday night. So
okay.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it'll be entertaining. You'll probably be okay.
So I'm going to wake up early to tune in to you and Debbie on Wednesday.
I would not wake up early to tune in. You should just sleep.
No, I'm not. I'm going to get up early. I'm not going to get up this early.
Okay.
Like I'm going to still be in my PJs.
If you get a chance, tell Jack that Jeff from the Cincinnati party in 2003 says hi.
You know what? I know
you'll understand what I'm talking about.
You'll understand. On Thursday, the show will continue, the Daily Drop-In Morning Show. Jeff, unfortunately, you're not live on Thursday, but I know you really want to be because we have PJ and Jamie joining us. These are 2 authors that write books that can be used in the classroom, but they're all very visual. And so I'm so excited. Actually, I have their book right here called the one they sent me is We the People and the President. They're all like infographics, and it's like this beautiful book to learn social studies. So I'm excited to interview PJ and Jamie on Thursday. It'll be great. And then Friday, the one and only Brad Hughes.
Of course.
It's
a good week.
Full week. Yeah. We're talking about leadership practices too. So I think we're going to have a ton to talk about.
Yeah, we are. You're right. We're talking about leadership practices. That's fun.
Yeah. So I think there's going to be
we have Brain Break happening on Wednesday.
We do Brain Break on Wednesday, and we also have a live with one of our speakers. Who's live on Brain Break?
Julie Seller. I'm not sure if I say her last name right. Seller. She's actually a grid method teacher from Illinois.
Cool.
She and I have had a lot of fun, a lot of good conversations on Twitter and stuff. So we reached out and said, hey, you know what? Why don't you come to the unprofessional side of Teach Better for a little bit? And she has no idea what she's walking into.
We're going to be live 3 times on Wednesday then, because we have Daily Drop-In with you and Debbie. We have Brain Break
With me,
happening later that afternoon. And then we are live with Neil Gupta and Brad Hughes are live at 8 o'clock Eastern that night as well.
Okay. So they get me twice and then we'll redeem ourselves with Brad. That's a good plan.
I mean, Brad and Neil. So we'll redeem it no matter how the day.
Brad and Neil is going to be fun. That's a good combo.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah.
And Brad, honestly, like I tell him this, Brad, I think, is one of the best interviewers I've ever seen. He is so great on camera. He's so funny, and he always is so overly prepared. I think him and Neil are just going to kill it.
So. Yeah, that's going to be good. It's going to be a big step up from Brain Break. That's.
I mean, it sounds like you have a good guest. Maybe she'll help you out.
We do. I think it'll be a good time. I think it's going to be a good time. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so for all of you who haven't put all those things on your calendar for Wednesday yet, add it to the list.
We're getting demands here from the Peanut Gallery, telling us.
Oh my gosh, I forgot.
To check their email later this morning for something exciting. So,
do
you know what this is?
Yes, it's April 11th. We have a huge launch internally for our ambassadors that we cannot talk about live on air, but this is so exciting. Ambassadors, yes, check your emails today. Big news.
Ambassadors, check your emails. And if you're not an ambassador and you're trying to figure out what's going on, go talk to no name user here, which is actually Andrea. I don't know why your name isn't showing up, Andrea. A bunch of them are not showing up today. It's all you, I guess. I don't know.
Yes, if you're an ambassador, today is a big day for you. And if you didn't know that, so sorry. Glad we told you now.
They would have got the email. That's exciting. Now I get to go figure out what's going on with our ambassadors today.
Wait, hold on. Who planned that? That we announced Dr. Neil Gupta and Kevin Butler, and we have that ambassador launch today. This is a huge day today. Very, very, very excited. Okay, what are you looking at? What's going on? Stop it.
That is Rachel's fault. That's Rachel. Rachel did that.
Rachel on the team? I love Rachel.
Yes, that's Rachel made that.
That is actually Rachel's.
Papers have nothing to do with what I was looking at, but I feel like a newscaster when I do that. I don't know, like you know.
Shout out to Rachel at our team. If those of you who have been with our team for a long time, we love to give shout outs to team members that don't necessarily come on screen where you get to see their face, but they do actually all the work in the background. Just to confirm, Rachel does all the work on the team.
All the stuff that Ray gets credit for, all Rachel.
I just told Allison that yesterday. Allison's like, wow, Daily Drop-In, it's so cool. You're live every day. And I'm like, I do nothing. It's all Rachel. I just wake up in the morning and drink coffee, so it's fine.
And Rachel makes the coffee. No,
she doesn't, but I would love if she made
it on. And actually, when Ray was talking earlier about doing her nails, it's Rachel.
No. Guys, I wish I was closer to Rachel so I could have coffee to her multiple times a week. I think that would kill her slowly. She likes that she doesn't live near me. Trust me.
It's probably a good idea. Yeah, it's a good thing.
But my favorite day out of the week is Wednesdays because I get to meet with her. So not only we'll be live 3 days that week, but I'll also have my meeting with Rachel. So it's gonna be a good day Wednesday.
Sounds like a good day.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's Monday. I feel like we should go.
I want to do one last thing to make everyone jealous because I forgot to mention it earlier. But guess what I get to do later on today?
I know you have a meeting with me. It's Monday. Does that help?
Yeah, that's not going to make anybody jealous. I have a meeting later this afternoon with Kevin Butler.
What? Why? Wait, the Kevin Butler? Why? What's going on?
You know, Kevin is on our speakers network.
Duh.
Aaron Healy, who is completely revamping the way that we do our speakers network, she and I are meeting with Kevin this afternoon. So I get to meet with Kevin. And then I get to spend all day tomorrow with Chad Ostrowski.
So will you tell Kevin I say hi?
I will. I did look at today. I'm in meetings today for 6 hours. I have I'm just today my day is basically just hanging out and talking with people all day long and all night long.
What's that joke people make about this is the vibe?
No. That wasn't me complaining. That was me celebrating that I get to spend 6 hours a day meeting with people and seeing people. Because otherwise I'm just down here in my little dungeon office, not just alone.
I thought you were going to say down here in my little bunker. I'm like, what are you doing?
My little bunker, just eating my Cheerios and popcorn with my donkey. Actually, my donkeys go off to school, so I'm even more alone.
I'm so sorry, Jeff. Do you want to talk about this more live with the Teach Better team right now?
Like my dog's here, who kind of looks like a donkey.
He does kind of look like
little legs. Yeah, I'm thinking about that right now. My dog's like a donkey, but he sleeps up on the couch all day. He didn't even come down and say hi. Nothing. I put a bed down here. Nothing. He's not like your dogs are always there, making noises normally when you're on live, which is a good job this morning for them. My dog, nope, doesn't want to have anything to do with me.
Okay.
Ray, I think I need to talk a little longer. So
why don't we leave here and then you can call Neil Gupta and have this conversation with him privately?
I think I'll do that. I appreciate all of you for listening to my problems this morning. Make sure you go over to teachbetterconference.com, register, and submit your proposal. So also got to check out Podcasters Row and the bookstore, which are two things that you should learn about. Cool too.
Proposal, register to get like your ticket. Podcasters Row, become a sponsor, and bookstore.
Oh, and you can be a sponsor too if you're a sponsor-ish person. That would be a great thing too.
Did you know there's like sponsorships on there where you can like sponsor like rooms and the stage and like all that stuff too?
Apparently Dave's hats or shirts or your outfit and my shoes, or is it my shoes that you can sponsor?
Yeah, you can sponsor your shoes, Dave's hat, my entire outfit, which sounds like a terrible idea now, and Chad's shirt. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I know we got to go. But speaking of my shoes, Josh sent me a link this morning of Teach Better sandals that may or may not be coming soon. Just saying, that might be what I wear at the conference.
Oh my goodness, friends. We have to go. Have a great Monday. Shout out to Dr. Neil Gupta and Kevin Butler, officially announced joining our lineup. And for everyone else, if you need anything, please feel free to reach out. Jeff Gargas, feel free to go call Neil for your therapy session. We'll see y'all later, friends.